Mama Ijoma, but you are dead! How are you here selling jollof rice?
No, I'm not.
Mama Ijoma, I was there when you were buried. How is this possible?
Chinedu, lower your voice now.
No, I won't! You are dead! You are dead!
She was dead. We buried her ourselves. But when I saw her again and spoke to her, she disappeared. My name is Chinedu. I am from Umuaka village. What I'm about to tell you, it is not a rumor. I was there. I saw everything myself. And even now, when I smell jollof rice that is too perfect, I feel fear before hunger. This story is about Mama Ijoma. If you have never tasted her jollof rice, then you cannot fully understand what happened. Because this was not just food, it was something else. Something that pulled people. Something that made people forget themselves. Mama Ijoma was not always popular. In fact, in the beginning, nobody paid her much attention. She was just one of many women in the market. Sitting behind a small table with a black pot, she sold jollof rice, beans, and sometimes fried plantain. Normal food, normal life. But something changed. I remember the exact week it started. It was a Monday. I went to the market early because my uncle sent me to buy garri. As I was passing, I smelled something. I stopped. That smell, it was rich, smoky, sweet and deep. Not too spicy, not too oily, just balanced. It felt like the smell was holding your nose and pulling you closer. I turned. It was coming from Mama Ijoma's pot. At that time, only 2 people were standing near her. But that did not last long. Within minutes, more people came. One man said, "What is that smell?" Another woman said, "Let me taste more." Before I left the market that day, there was a small crowd around her table. That was the beginning. From that week, everything changed. Every day, more people came. Not just from Umuaka, from nearby villages too. Mpo, Umuide, even people far as Oba started coming. At first, we thought it was just normal market movement, but then it became something else. People started planning their day around her food. I will go after Mama Ijoma finishes cooking. I cannot eat anywhere else. I dreamt about that rice last night. Yes, people say things like that. I even heard one man swear that he traveled 2 hours just to eat her jollof rice. 2 hours for rice? By the second week, her small table was not enough again. She added another pot, then another. She stopped selling beans. She focused only on jollof rice and fried plantain. And still, it was not enough. People would queue, long line under the sun waiting. Some even fought. I saw 2 men almost exchange blows because one tried to jump the line. "Are you mad? I have been standing here for 1 hour," one shouted. "You think you are the only one?" the other replied. "All because of jollof rice." Even I became part of it. Let me not lie, I joined the queue many times. The first time I tasted it, I understood why people were acting like that. It was soft, but not too soft. The grains did not stick together. The taste, it filled your mouth in a way that made you close your eyes without knowing. And when the smell stayed on your hand long after you finished eating, you would wash your hand but still smell it. That kind of thing. After eating, you would feel satisfied but still want more. That was the strange part. No matter how much you ate, it never felt enough. People started talking. Maybe she learned it from a big hotel. Maybe she uses special ingredients. Maybe she has connection in the city, but others were not happy. Her neighbors in the market were the first to feel it. There was a woman. Mama Ngozi, who used to be the most popular food seller before, after Mama Ijoma rose, her business dropped badly. I remember one day she shouted, "Is it only her that can cook? What is so special?" But nobody answered her because even her own customers had started leaving her. Another woman said quietly, "These things is not ordinary." They started watching her, watching everything she did. When she brought tomato, when she bought pepper, even when she fetched water, but they found nothing. Everything looked normal. Still, her rice was not normal. The jealousy grew. One afternoon, I heard Mama Ngozi talking to another seller. "I went to her house at night," she said, and the other woman asked, "I saw light in her kitchen past midnight," she replied. "Who cooks rice at that time?" The other woman shook her head. Something is wrong. Rumors started spreading, but the customers did not care. As long as the rice was sweet, people would come. Even some elders started buying from her. That alone was strange, because elders in our village don't easily follow trends. But this one, they joined. Then came the next change. Her prices went up. Slowly at first, then higher, and still people paid. Nobody complained. In fact, when she increased the price, the crowd even grew more. That was when I started feeling something was not right. Because in our village, price matters. But here, people didn't care. One day I asked her, "Mama Ijoma, what is your secret?" She smiled. "Good cooking," she said. Nothing more. But her eyes, they did not look normal. They looked tired, deep, like someone who does not sleep well. Weeks passed, then months. Her fame grew. Some people even started calling her Mama Jollof. That was her new name, Mama Jollof.
Mama Ijoma.
But that fame, her health started failing. At first, it was small. She would sit down more often. Then she started coughing. Then she became very thin. Yet she never stopped cooking. Even when she looked weak, she would still come to the market, still cook, still serve, still smile. It didn't make sense. One day I saw her hands shaking while serving rice. I said, "Mama, you need to rest." She said, "If I rest, who will cook?" The answer stayed with me. It didn't sound like a normal answer. It sounded like she had no choice. Then one evening, the news came. Mama Ijoma was dead. The market became quiet that day.
Mama.
Too quiet. Even the women that were jealous of her, they kept silent.
child. She's
Because
watching over
whenever it has ended. Or so we thought. I was there when she was laid out. I saw her body. No movement, no breath. We buried her 3 days later. And after that, something strange happened. The market felt empty. Even though other people were selling food, it did not feel the same. Customers reduced. People complained. Food has no taste anymore. I don't feel like eating. It was like something had left with her. Then rumors started again. Some people said they still smelled her jollof rice at night. Someone said they saw smoke from her kitchen, but nobody confirmed anything. Life slowly tried to go back to normal until the day I went to Mpo. I was there to buy palm oil. That was my only mission, nothing more. But as I entered the market, I smelled it. That smell, strong, familiar, impossible. My body reacted before my mind. I followed it, step by step, my heart beating fast. Then I saw the crowd. People gathered around the table, eating, laughing, enjoying, just like before. And behind the table, she
My
stood
sweet jollof
there,
rice.
Mama
Mama
Ijoma,
Ijoma, good afternoon.
alive,
The aroma is calling.
serving jollof rice, smiling, calling
Thank you.
customers
This looks
like nothing
perfect.
had happened. I froze. I watched. Nobody was scared. Nobody questioned anything. To them, she was normal. but I knew the truth. I moved closer, slowly, carefully. She looked up. Our eyes met and she smiled. Chinedu, she said. That was when fear entered my bones. I stepped closer. Mama Ijoma, I said. She kept serving food. Will you eat? She asked. Like everything was fine. I looked at the pot. Steam was rising. The smell was strong. People were eating happily, even stronger than before. That same pull, that same hunger, but now mixed with fear. Mama, I said quietly.
Mama
You
Ijoma,
died.
but you are
Her
dead.
hand stopped
How are you
for
here
just
selling
a
jollof
second.
rice?
Then she continued.
No,
I am
I'm
here,
not.
ain't I? She replied. My chest tightened. No, we buried you, I said. Now the people around started looking at us. Small attention, small silence. She slowly dropped the spoon, looked at me. Her face changed. The smile disappeared. Everything became still. Too still. Chinedu, she said softly, go. The air changed. The smell became heavy, almost choking. I cannot go, I said. You should not be here. Then she looked at me one more time. And in that moment, I understood that was not about food anymore. That was about something else. Something followed her. Something inside that pot. Something that made people come from far and near. Something that refused to stop even after death. Before I could move, she disappeared. Just like that, the pot remained. The table remained. The people stood in shock. And the jollof rice cold. Since that day, I don't follow sweet smells again, because not everything that calls you is meant for the living. Thank you. Please like, follow, and share our story. Please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on the next amazing story that is coming up very soon. Thank you, and thank you for watching.